friends, as we all are busy in the COVID duties, so please take some short time for the PSM rapid revision. Myself, Dr. Gitanjali. So our first focus will be on the vectors related to typhus. So the disease is epidemic typhus and the vector is louse. Endemic typhus, vector is flea. Scrub typhus, the vector is trombiculite mite, and this question is asked in our NEET PG 2019. And the Q fever is the only vector borne disease that is without vector. Epidemic typhus, louse, endemic typhus, flea, scrub typhus, trombiculite mite, and Q fever without vector. Now, second important portion will be the ESI Act. In that, sickness benefit that allows the leave for 91 days with 70% wages, while extended sickness benefit allows for 2 years with 80% wages. That is also asked in last year NEET PG exam. Next will be very important topic, that is HIV, and very evergreen topic. In that they have asked the most efficient route of transmission. Okay, so the most efficient route of transmission is the blood. As we all get confused that will be that should be a sexual route, but that is the most common route of transmission of HIV is the sexual, while most efficient route of transmission is the blood. Now, next topic will be the incubation period of various diseases. In that, first we will deal with the staph, that is staphylococcal. The incubation period is 1 to 6 hours, that is very least incubation period amongst all organisms. Next one will be the influenza and the H1N1, that is the 1 to 3 days. Next will be the polio and typhoid, that will be 7 to 10 days, and measles will be 10 to 14 days. So we have to remember according to timeline, 1 to 6 hours that will be of staph, 1 to 3 days will be of influenza and H1N1, that is respiratory infections. Then GIT infections like polio and typhoid, that lead to 7 to 10 days, and measles incubation period will be 10 to 14 days. Among it, measles, the rash occurrence or the time of rash occurrence is also important, and that is again confusing between the measles and the chickenpox rash. So the measles rash come 4 days before and 5 days after the appearance of rash, that is the incubation period, and chickenpox, that is 2 days before and 5 days after the appearance of rash. So in measles, 4 days before and 5 days after, so around 10 days that will be of measles incubation period. Just we have seen that 10 to 14 days of measles incubation period, while 2 days before and 5 days after the appearance of rash, around 7 to 8 days, that will be of chickenpox incubation period. Now again the important question will be asked among the way of communication. It is also again confusing, that is one way of communication, that is called didactic method. For example, lecture. Again, two way of communication, that is a Socratic method. For example, symposium, workshop, and panel discussion. They will not ask you directly, but they can ask you like, again previously asked question will be, lecture is a which type of communication? That is a didactic method type of communication, that is a one-way communication. So we have to remember the lecture is a one-way communication, and one-way communication is a didactic type, and two-way communication we call Socratic method, in that symposium, workshop, and panel discussion. Again, about the mosquito net. Okay, the net of mosquito, in that size of each hole is 0.0475 inch, and minimum that should be more than 150 holes per square inch. The numbers just we have to remember it, that we have to memorize it. Also it is very difficult for me also, but we have to memorize it, that 0.0475 inch that should be size, and minimum more than 150 holes per square inch for ideal mosquito net. Next, again important topic, in that they can ask any question from this chart. First, primordial prevention, that is a health education pattern. Then primary prevention is a health promotion and specific protection. Secondary prevention, early diagnosis and treatment. Tertiary prevention is a disability limitation or the rehabilitation. So again, the question will be asked like that. The disability limitation is which type of prevention? Of course, that is a tertiary prevention. So this is a previously asked 2019 question. Again, they can also ask, that is a specific protection is which type of prevention? It is a primary prevention. Of course, they can also ask by giving the examples, like we are educating the people about contraceptives. So this is which type of prevention? That is a primordial prevention. So we have to just go through this chart: primordial, primary and secondary and tertiary prevention. Now again, the most important confusing terms like maternal mortality ratio and maternal mortality rate. So we have to just focus on the word ratio or the rate. When we deal with the ratio, then we can define it as number of deaths of a woman while pregnant or during delivery, or 42 days, that is 6 weeks of the termination of the pregnancy, per 1 lakh live birth. So here numerator and denominator are different. In numerator, the number of death of women, while in denominator these are 1 lakh live birth. Then we consider as a ratio. And maternal mortality rate, that is the number of maternal deaths per 1 lakh women in the reproductive age group. Here numerator and denominator in the same category, that will lead to maternal mortality rate. So right now our maternal mortality rate is maternal mortality ratio is 122 per 1 lakh. According to 2011 census, it is a 122 per 1 lakh. Okay. So thank you very much for seeing this video, and I will upload next episode in next part.